This is your one and only 𝐈𝐸𝐻81 with your daily dose of video goodness, and today I'm going to show you how to quickly level your parkour skill in Dying Light 2. Let's get to it. Okay, so you're going to need to play through the story a little bit until you lock this area right here. I'm not going to give you any spoilers or anything like that. You're going to unlock Jack and Joe's camp at some point. It's very early on in the game, so just play through the main missions and before you know it, you'll have it unlocked. Now, you can do this technique that I'm about to show you in a few other different places, but I find this place here to, one, give the most experience, and two, you can do it in UV light, so it's super handy to do at nighttime when you're going to increase your experience even more. So once you have this unlocked, the next thing you want to do is you want to swap all of your gear to gear that is going to increase your parkour experience. From what I've been able to tell, that can show up on the medic gear and it can show up on the ranger gear. So if you take a look here, I have a medic cap that gives me parkour experience plus 2%. We're going to equip that. Then you're just going to go through all of your gear and find what gear you have, then get, obviously you want the most you can get, and just equip gear that's going to increase your parkour experience. And if you take a look here, you can see with just some basic low-level gear, I was able to get my parkour experience up to almost an additional 20%. Obviously, yours is going to vary. I'm only in mostly tier 1 and 2, except for this hoodie here, which is a tier 3. Now, the next thing you're going to need is you are going to need a specific skill, and that is the far jump skill. You can get this relatively early on. You only need 120 stamina. You should have that at this point because you should be leveling your stamina first before health, because stamina is super important. Anyway, far jump, relatively easy to get early on skill. You should have it because you're going to need it. Then what you're going to do is you are going to come over here to the center of this location. Now, from what I can tell, the way that it calculates the parkour experience you get is based on how far you are from the ground and how long you are in the air. It's a combination of those two things from what I can tell. It does some math in there, yada, yada, yada. And also, of course, using one of your parkour skills is going to increase that experience as well. So what you're going to do is you are just going to jump across the way here, and I'm just going to show you what you're going to do. You're just going to rinse and repeat this, and look how quickly I'm gaining experience. You can gain 1,000 experience in just like maybe a minute. I haven't actually timed it, but it's crazy. It's crazy how fast. Look, we're already at 600, and you're just gonna do this back and forth. And that's it. Now, you want to make sure you're doing it at nighttime as well, but obviously it's no big deal to do it at nighttime because we are in UV, and you're going to increase your experience doing it at nighttime. There you go. You can see we just did 1,000 experience, and that was no time at all. No time at all. So granted, it's boring to grind because you are just doing this over and over and over again. But early on in the game, when you don't need a ton of experience to level really quickly, you can level really quickly because you can get a ton of experience really fast. I only need 8,000 where I'm at right now, and just doing this, getting 8,000 I could do in one night. Maybe even more in one night than 8,000, probably even more. But yeah, you get the idea. That's it. Super, super short video. That's literally all there is to it. Put on experience gear for parkour, unlock this spot here, have the far jump skill, and come over to here and far jump back and forth across this gap. You can see it is pretty high up, and I think that's what makes it increase the experience that you gain. All right, well, hopefully you found this video helpful and informational. If you did, consider hitting the subscribe button so you can be notified when I upload other content. I want to give an absolute massive shout out and thank you to my supporters on Patreon for making this episode possible. Y'all are absolutely amazing people. If you would like to join my elite crew Patreon supporters, please check out the link in the description below. If you enjoyed this video, please leave a comment down below. Let me know what you thought. If you're shy, you don't like to comment, just hit that thumbs up button and show your support. Until next time, thanks for watching.